200 years ago, Jura's population was 1,000. But in common with much of the Highlands, people were cleared to make way for the more profitable sheep, and another Highland beastie which now outnumbers the locals. How many people on Jura? 189 people on Jura, and 5,000 sheep. Was it deer?
No,
deer.
5,000
deer. There's a lot of venison on the menus here.
Well, we're not going to see the deer, unfortunately. We're going to see the sheep.
We're going to see sheep.
Venison nice?
Maybe goes well.
Where are you going?
Is it deer? I'm going to the distillery.
OK.
Oh, OK.
Don't drink too much, Rory.
Don't shag too many sheep.
Jura used to be owned by just one clan, the Campbells. Nowadays it's split into 6 estates, the largest being the Ardfin estate, which covers most of the south of the island. It's up for sale.
So what I'm looking at around me here, those hills, all this is all...
To the left and right, everything you can see on Jura is Ardfin estate.
And are people nervous about who's going to buy it?
I guess, in a way, because you get used to the same owners, and Ardfin estate they've been good owners to the island, you know, they've been very helpful.
If you're interested, by the way, it would help if you had £3.5 million and an interest in hairy cows.
So, whilst Rory goes for his kick in the head, we've opted for a kick in the crutch. We're going to help with the seasonal task of sheep shearing.
Oh, I like the way the sheep are being pulled out to greet us.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing you do this, but I just know that the camera would pull away and I would just have sheep's blood all over me. There'd be a dead... I'd be like, I'm dreadfully, dreadfully sorry I have killed your sheep.
Isn't this a skill you've always wanted?
No, of all the skills we've done this thing, this is not a skill I can never see myself go, oh, thank heavens I learned shearing that time.
In the middle of somehow you're just walking across the hills one day and you go, I must shear a sheep.
I can't see any possible context in which I would ever be grateful.
Meanwhile, I am much more interested in Jura's whisky, which is aged for a minimum of 10 years. Oh, what a smell that is.
It's cracking, isn't it?
This is wonderful. I'll have a pint, please. Master distiller Willie Cochrane is experimenting with old casks to add flavour. Whisky straight from these is strong, at up to 65% alcohol.
And this one here is a Pinot Noir. It's an ex-Pinot Noir
So this
wine
has had
cask.
red wine in it?
Yes. And then screw it in.
Now, children, don't try this at home.
Put it in as far as you can get it.
I've heard that before.
Yes. Well done.
Yes. Left-handed as well. Very nice. Ooh, I'm getting Pinot Noir off that. Yes. What a coincidence. Now, how do I approach this? I nose it first?
I would nose it first.
Ah, fantastic. Is that what you mean by nosing? Have I done that? OK, here goes. Now, do you have strong opinions about whether you should dilute it, either ice or water? Or...
No, it's a no-no. If you're drinking it without water, which you're about to do, I would only take a little sip and let your saliva reduce the strength of it.
Yes, we like. Yes,
You
good.
like that, yeah?
Good. I want. Yeah, I take it.
Pick him a good one now, David. One that doesn't kick.
No.
Now, how do I do this?
Rest the sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep's head against your groin.
All right.
You actually are in communion with that animal.
I am there.
Yeah, it is amazing that you and sheep are one.
Does the sheep bite?
No.
No.
Well, I could do, but you would need to be. You would need the potential.
Wait a minute. I don't like the disagreement here.
It wouldn't
on
be.
the potential. It won't.
No.
Okay.
You're going to come in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're going to let the head drop down there.
Yes.
Okay.
Let the head drop down there.
Right. You take your hand out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't we just leave it at this? You look great the way you look already. You don't need this. Where am I going first?
Hang on a minute. There.
Yeah, don't pull the... Well,
Just your hand.
I don't need any advice from you, Dara. And there already he's telling me how to do it. He won't do it himself. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, okay, all right,
Okay.
here we go.
Nicely done. Aim for my finger. Right, stop, and go back. That's good. Now try and lift your hand a little so that the point of the shear is on the skin.
I'm an old sheep shearer, and I'm happy shearing sheep.
Yes.
Woo! Not there.
Right.
Don't bite there.
Right.
There's a manoeuvre where you've got to turn that sheep around. They haven't taught you that bit. And I dread to think what position you and the sheep are going to end up in.
Whoa! Everything went off at once. The sheep went off and the machine went off. I think we better now leave the sheep.
I think the sheep picked its moment there.
Whoa!
And while the sheep was picking its moment, Rory has picked his favourite barrel.
What a great day's work this is, eh?
Yeah.
How many bottles did we get out of this then?
You've got about 300.
300. Okay, yeah. We'll just have to cope with 300.
Do you think that'll do you?
Yeah. It's not just me.
It's not just me.
Willie and the other 200 or so islanders are known as Jurachs, proud of their island and their whisky. Before forcing me to leave, he had a little surprise for me.
Wow. Because you're something special, we are like to make you an honorary master juror. So I'd like to award you with this certificate, which you can see there.
So,
and it's saying that you're now a master juror. Your name on it.
number one, so I'm the first.
You're the first master juror.
I am so honoured. That is magnificent. I want to take a few bottles away with me, Willie. How many am I allowed to take as Master Jurach number one?
Basically, as many as you can carry.
As many as I can carry?
Yes.
OK, thanks for that challenge.
OK, yes.
So, while Rory has nearly killed himself with freebies, and I've nearly killed myself with a set of electric shears, we all set off to nearly kill ourselves with some sightseeing.